Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl, the Cobra Frosch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And up against him, it's David Benavidez, 180. Carl. It's the This bout, expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Here we go for round one. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Down goes Benavidez. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it. You can do it again.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Just get your breath back. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just get to looking for that one shot or anything. Set him up and you'll take him out. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on, get focused, and get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Get up.
Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Missing with the left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They exchange punches. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Second off watching that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're betting this kid.
Great round. Now relax. You were thinking, you were smart.
Basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
Jab, I know you carried away. Think about your defense at the end of all of that.
Oh, and he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, the first minute, stick around the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence.
Back in already.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That hook doesn't score. Punch, counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. And just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Hold that thought! Carl Froch seeing cobwebs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Watching that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're getting it. Kitchen sink.
That jab slick. Just keep him up.
I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind.
That's it. And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Good. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round. All right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Unlucky to miss with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about watching that last round. Talk about a one-sided. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. That one will count. Good counter punching. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Look back in the history book, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about watching that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And then we go again. Right, let's go out there. Get your ball.
I don't want you to...
And there's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Holding nothing back here in the round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And shoot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
about David Benavidez that last round? That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
He's boxing back together. He was close to this fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. Good man.
Confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out. First.
No free shots. Slow. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't looking.
Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. I need you to focus.
Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So close with that uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these 2 fighters did. There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these 2 fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh no. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to party. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you.
Whoa, Johnny! And that will do it. What a victory! And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
That's